Hi, and welcome back to ITV. Take a look at this.
During the 90s, Damage's own brand of UK R&B delivered unto them 4 top 10 hits and an Access All Areas pass to Party Central.
The drugs came in, and they came in really hard and they came in really strong.
But at their peak, the band of brothers started to fall apart. And when Corey, the wild man of the group, walked out, the other 4 called time on Damage.
There was no big press release, there was no interviews, we just wound it up. And we formed this band called Cherry Blackstone.
The new band featured the 4 remaining friends, but when it came to creating a new sound, the guys clashed and their bond fell apart.
If we're not seeing eye to eye, then maybe it's time that we all go our separate ways.
You're now telling me as one of my best friends, you don't want me in the band. I'm not happy with that.
I think Russ was very angry and hurt.
Don't call me. I don't want anything to do with any one of you again.
This is the end of an era. What the fuck am I gonna do now?
13 years on, and with the reunion looming, the 3 opposing factions within the group are meeting separately to discuss their concerns about finally coming face to face after a decade of silent animosity.
I'm pretty nervous about this, the looming meet.
Together to discuss their tactics are Jade and Andre.
It's been a while. It's not the stuff that has to be touched on. We have to go there. I think people have got different accounts of different stories.
Listen, everybody sees things in different ways, you know?
Still bitter about the breakup of the band are friends Raz and Noel.
How do you think certain people are gonna, deal with the certain questions? Because you know me, I'm direct.
Yes.
These certain questions have to be put out there, and they have to be answered.
And finally, former Wildman Corey, who's never been forgiven for his shock Damage desertion.
Pretty anxious about it, to be honest.
But you haven't seen them in a while.
I haven't seen them in a very long time.
We've all got questions that we need to be grilling each other over. Was any of it me?
To be honest, the only problem that I had with you at that time was the fact that you still befriended those people that wanted you out of the band. When I say them, I'm obviously talking about Andre and Jay. These people cut you off, they took off your fingers,
The one thing that pissed me off personally was one of the most special days of my life, which was my day I got married. You know, you were there as my best man, and I invited all the boys. I didn't get a card, I didn't get a message to say we can't make it. Russ and Corey just never turned up.
Andre, it's just that annoying behaviour that he has. You know, at that point, I said, I don't want to speak to no one. I don't want to be your friend. But he wouldn't accept it. I would get phone calls, I would get texts. Like, I don't want to talk to you, you know? So what part of I don't want to talk to you do you not understand?
And I'm sure Russ and Noel have got a lot to get off their chest. And Corey's kind of just been out on his own for a while, so I'm sure he's got a lot of things that he would want to get off his chest as well.
Do you feel like it's them 4 against you?
It does feel like I'm being thrown into the cauldron, you know.
I know.
Towards the end, when Corey left, there was things bubbling. Drug taking, his substance misuse, you know, his alcohol abuse, as you very well know, that we didn't address.
Don't mind going in there and answering all the questions that are going to be fired at me, because that's the scenario it's going to be.
I don't want this meet to come across like it's us against him, but in actuality it is. Corey's always been that Lone Ranger. He does whatever he wants to do.
We all felt the wrath of Corey.
He's going to be very nervous about coming into the situation. This is like the first time we're actually talking about things that nobody knew about.
I'm kind of used to the road kind of being hard.
If I don't get my answers, there's going to be no rehearsals. I could promise you that.
So yeah, it's going to be a tough day, man. It's going to be a really tough day.
As the Damaged Boys nervously anticipate confronting their past, across town, the Eternal Girls finally have their demons in a headlock.
How's it been with the girls? Have you met up yet?
Yes, we have. I was really nervous.
After 15 years of silence, the girls' reunion was a jamboree of acrimony.
Anyone watching us would have gone, brilliant band, having a whale of a time.
No, I didn't have a good time.
It's obviously after Louise leaves that, you know, well, now it's just Esther and Vernie against Kelly, as it were.
One of the things you did say was, you're only going to stay for the money.
It was to be real. For me, it was a job.
At that time, we didn't see anything wrong with going, OK, let's go our separate ways. This is becoming really difficult. That had a massive impact for you.
With the dust settled, Kelly talks about moving forward with her client, EastEnders star Ricky Norwood from EastEnders, whilst the Bennett sisters talk post-match analysis.
I actually think it went really well. Thinking. Yeah, definitely. It's nice to know that we've done it now.
It's to bed. I mean, I'm easy. I'm quite happy to hold up my hands and go, this is what I've done wrong.
Yeah. That's kind of how we were brought up. I think it's really important because then you can move on in life, because that was such a big part of our life that it was necessary to have that chance to have that conversation and to say sorry.
Actually, the actual meeting was really nice. I did actually feel really good about it, and I came out of it going, wow, you know, like 15 years of holding all of that stuff, when actually it was nothing to really hold on to in the first place.
It'd be nice to be able to know that whether it's musically orientated or not, that we could still be able to keep some form of contact with Kelly. Just to be friends, just to have that basic understanding that you know you can pick up the phone and call. I think that's possible. With communication, which is what we lacked. Big time.
What do you think?
Just a little. It'd be weird doing like gigs and
Performing in front of
performing.
thousands again.
It's just, it's you know, it's a really wonderful opportunity, and you know, I'm just going to enjoy every moment. And it'd be nice for like Regan to come along and watch his mum perform. That would be really funny. I can't wait to see his little face.
You looking forward to rehearsals?
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm just going to look pretty. We'll try.
To say the least, try.
You look good. No, that was your cue to say, well, you look good too, sis.
I look too bad.
Fine.
OK, you look good.
No, that's fine, honestly.
Next time, the damage seems irreparable as brotherly love is pushed to the limit.
Saying that I'm lying, and I won't have that neither because I don't lie anymore.
Fifth story hit the dance floor with varied results.
I think I've peaked.
That's probably the shock for me seeing that.
Yeah.
Because that was a mess.
And at rehearsals, just don't mention the L word.
Where's Louise?
Don't!
I don't know. Where is she? So you're very settled as a 3 and...
The 3 album settled as a 3.
24 pop heavyweights.